Hello YouTube fans, here again. And I figure without ado, let's do with the bird outing of Pierce Brosnan as James Bond. This one has a lot of rants, a lot of people shag it off to say it's the weakest one, but I have to disagree. I have to disagree with it. I'm not going to offend it because it does have its faults, but I've got to disagree. If you want to see a Bond movie that's shit, it's a CGI orgasm, and the stupidest ending is that he does a remake of a classic Bond movie. What's Die Another Day? That hasn't aged well, and it's sad because it's the last one Pierce Brosnan did. But this one, on the other hand, I actually like this one. Shock horror. I like I like The World Is Not Enough. Yes, I like The World Is Not Enough. It was mentioned in remember right there. It was mentioned in the Bond movie on Your Majesty's Secret Service in one scene when they say the world is not enough, and it inspired them to do this one. And I do know it was taken from an Ian Fleming book, just like most of the films, and I don't really mind this one. I even like the opening. You got the opening, the typical Bond logo, the birds and the blood going down, and the Fiji all the time and all that. And it's got a bit where he's undercover for being Bond, and the guy gets killed, goes to M's house, not M's house, the office, I should say, blows up, and it just have the epic boat chase. All in London, all fucking practical, no CGI shit. This to me has to be the last fucking Bond movie that had practical stunts, practical explosions, practical fucking action. Wow, it's a sin these days. It's a fucking sin that we cannot see films with practical anymore. We can't see a stuntman anymore. It's obsolete. It's obsolete. But this is practical, and that's why I can dilute the film. There's a little bit of CGI here and there, but you want to see where it's a CGI or tassel. Wait till you get to Die Another Day. Seeing this, you've got to see a bit of practical. So I will give it that. I will give it that. So there's a date bit where he goes underwater, he does his fucking sigh, and he gets the Bond, well, the Bond villain, I should say. He says, no, 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 we can help you. I thought the acting was a bit over the top here. Even the time they went weird there. I thought the acting was a bit OTT, because there's a bit, apart from a motorbike thinking it's Bond, there's a bit where the villain says, no, no, you can't help me, he'll get me. I thought, Jason, that's not even me overdoing it, that's her fucking acting. She shoots an air balloon, blows herself up, Bond wounds himself, you got a date opening, and then you get the song, The World Is Not Enough. So that's like the opening of this. So you get Bond on another mission, like he always does. And it's sort of sad, this is the last time you get to see Leslie Ryan as two. The last time I see him is two. Now, they do bring a new character called R. Not as dud, but you might remember him in the Multi Pythons and all that. He does his bit, and he does do a dud performance, but compared to two, not really. And it's sort of sad, because Leslie Ryan, as we all know, sadly had an horrible accident and lost his life. He never completed this Bond film. He died before this Bond film was completed, which is bit is sad. And you know what else is sad? Robbie McTain, who I've got to say was in Goldeneye. There's a bit in Goldeneye where Bond gets his die and Robbie McTain gets the better and he dies a fight in Pierce Boston to get information. Well, Robbie McTain appears in this. It's the same character. And we all know Robbie McTain is sadly no longer with us. May he also rest in peace. I remember reviewing Jewel. He was in the movie Jewel. And I also remember him in the well-known TV series Tracker. So he comes back and prizes his role, which I almost forgot to say in GoldenEye. I do actually like the Bond girl in this. She's definitely got a nice big personality. And to go on to Christmas, I thought she was recorded pretty old too, because she's definitely got a nice big pair of. She's got a nice personality. She's got nice legs on her. And so you meet this girl called Christmas, a little bit arrogant, a bit cocky, but pretty to look at. Got nice eyes and so on. But before you get all that, you get one girl that you do think is going to be the Bond girl. I do love the bit where he's on the ski soaps and he's skiing along on the ice, and you got the villains trying to chase him again. Practical, real stunts, real shoots, real explosions, something you're never going to see in a Bond film, any other fucking action film ever again. It's a sin to see that. But I do love the way Bond outsmarts him, and I do like the villain in this. He's got the same hairstyle as me. Same hairstyle as me. It's the time of going funny for some reason. It falls to funny when you get a sunny day. So you do see a bit of light here and there. Can't be helped. Wonderful weather. As I was about to say before my fucking Chandler thinks it's a duper duper, he has the same slap head as me. But I like him. He, funny enough, appeared in an episode of Tracker. And in fact, nothing can hurt him. He can't feel pain, he can't get wounded, but he gets weaker and weaker as the character goes on. So I thought I like that. I also like the car in it. I thought the car in it was pretty cool. It's a pretty cool dad shit. People say the car was over the top. Did they really not see it die another day? In a movable car. So I thought I like the dad shit. I like the what as that thing that fires him out when he gets the Bonder out. And like I said, he's definitely got a nice big pair of legs. He's very pretty. He's got nice eyes. And I like the bit where they've got to disarm a bomb and M thinks he's been killed and he has to. Let's not forget, M's office gets blown up in this. And M gets kidnapped. It's funny enough, her fate in the very later Bonds is not a good fate. But in this, she thinks she's going to get killed. It's not the case. And Bond and the Bond girl, the girl with a nice big pair, they go after the villains. And you do find out that the Bond who you thought was going to be the Bond girl, she apparently is working for the bad guy. Does Bond gets kidnapped halfway through, he's going to get tortured, and you do get Robin Mutain. Before all that, there's a shitty bit, do you know what I mean? The air doctor chasing Bond, a bit of shitty CGI there. Wasn't really needed, it blew up and a bit of things flying out. That's probably why I forgot it. But that's the only bit of CGI you see in this Bond movie. A little bit here, a little bit there, but that's the only bit I think you see the most where it doesn't hold up. But he's in traffic now, the old Robin Mutain. But he gets taxed. I do like the bit of this, his taxes though, and it can see through clothing. You know, typical Bond. I felt that would have been pretty good in a Roger Moore Bond film, to be honest. You know what I mean? That's something Roger Moore would do. It's got these taxes on it, you can see through clothing. So he's there eyeing up women and you can see they're wearing like, not just standing at the rate in miles, you don't see tits or anything. But you know what I mean? They're wearing sexy clothing and Bond's there smiling. And I sort of like that. I thought that's something. I know they sort of did that in a Future with Kill. But in this, I sort of liked it. I felt that's something Roger Moore would have done. But like I say, he gets taxed. You've got the dude trying to torture him. Robbie Retain comes in, tells him to leave him alone. He gets shot, but he isn't dead. And he shoots Bond to his feet. It's a hard bit to see now, as we know Robbie Retain is, sadly to say, is no longer with us. But Bond gets the better. You think he's not going to kill the girl, but he does. He says to her, you would miss me. And she's going to kill him, but he shoots her, gets a lucky hit. And then he says a line, I never miss. That was a bit cold-blooded where he kisses her, but the rest of it I didn't really mind. I had a bit where he jumped in this submarine, saved the Bond do, it's all fucking up, it's his death, it was just to get her wet, because, you know, it's had a nice t-shirt. And basically, they get out, the villain gets shot, they get out of Dodge, the baddie gets blown up, it's Christmas Day, Bond gets to shag the girl with the big tits. It's a good way to say all the way through the film. Goes to Christmas, he says, I wish it was Christmas every day. End of movie. So I didn't really mind World Is Not Enough, I didn't mind it. There's little bits here and there, I couldn't say it was the best, but it was definitely a step up from the other Bond films. I do like the fact it's the last you get to see fucking practical stunts. I just wish two, sad to say, did not pass away. It's sad knowing Robin Mutain, cocaine, is sadly no longer with us, get it right. But other than that, it's still not a bad one. It's one of the last best ones of Beers Bosnans, but into them. I'll give it a 4-star rating. It's definitely got a lot of action. I like the story. It isn't all JGB and all that. It does have a bit of an interesting story to it. That's The World Is Not Enough. But into them. Be smart. Be safe. See you later.